Hey y'all, you want to be a professional baseball player? Do you want to be a professional weatherman or woman? Or do you want to be a professional sawmiller? Only one of those jobs is a real job. I'll explain throughout the video what I mean. Watch it all the way to the end. I'll give a few tips and a few other little comments. I'm assuming since you got one of these or something like this, you want to be a sawmiller. I'll show you some stuff. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, baby. This is what walnut's supposed to look like.
So anyway, guys, this is the second video of this series. It's correct sawing patterns for hardwood lumber and how you can't believe everything you see on the YouTube. You can believe me even though I'm on the YouTube because I'm not a professional actor. I'm not that good looking, and hey, I work for a living. I sawed up that log that you saw me mark on the first one. And then as I was sawing it, I took clips from the first video and dropped them in the area where I was sawing the log. That way you know I wasn't just making stuff up. If I say I'm going to do this, then you can actually watch me do it. There's a lot more to sawing than just watching a few YouTube videos. YouTube videos are great. I mean, you're watching me, so it can't be too bad. But the reality is a lot of it just comes down to experience, and a lot of it comes down to this little calculator in your head. We're going to trim them up. We're going to get to sawing. Hopefully be able to see some of this happen. And when you're sawing, you don't include the pith in a board unless you expect it to crack, and that's not hard to figure out because it's already cracked. I kind of like this one. I'm going to take a couple more boards. You take a few in this direction for grade sawing. You come down here and you look at that, and that's kind of ugly.
So the first thing we want to do is go around and rotate the can and get as much sapwood off as we can. A few more rotations, but it saves you time edging later on.
You come down here and you look at that, and that's kind of ugly.
I can remove the defective face, those little voids, and the sapwood, same cut. So now I'm looking to balance the log. What I've noticed is even though the pith is right here showing, the actual center streak of the log is right here. You always kind of want to have the center of the log centered in the board. Then you take a few here, and then you take a few here, and then you come in, and you come in. What you want to do is as you're sawing, you want to look at it and go, well, from here to here, they're pretty constant. So I'm going to try to target this board. The National Hardwood Lumber Association rule book, NHLA, walnut rules, high grade walnut only needs to be 4 inches and wider. I prefer 6, but either way, this is going to be about 14. High grade board, 12 to 14 inches wide versus a low grade board all the way cut across. That puts me about 14 inches high on this can. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Oh, those are pretty. Rotate it this way because I can see there's still a sapwood streak on this one.
And then you come in, and you come in.
These are about 12 inches.
High grade board, 12 to 14 inches.
Notice how the pith is centered at this point in the log, or in the can, pretty close to centered. Now look at how flat those boards are sitting on that can. Using this particular sawing pattern, I've got almost zero stress in those boards. That is what I'm looking for. They're just laying there. Perfect. Now I want to try to balance up the other side because it seems a little tall. I really need to take a couple of these off. This ought to do it. point, you'll notice pretty much all the boards are going to have cathedral grain and about in the same pattern. High-grade walnut only needs to be 4 inches and wider. I prefer 6.
Yeah, baby. This is what walnut's supposed to look like. Reasonably well balanced, very clean, very little sapwood. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, and even prettier than gorgeous.
Sawmilling ain't like predicting the weather or being a professional baseball player. You can't get it right 30% of the time. You got to get it right all the time. You don't get paid if you miss 2/3 of the time. A baseball player does. If he's batting 350 or 330, he's getting paid millions. A weatherman, well, you know all he's got to do is he blames it on the computer model. Hey guys, I went to school for so many years to become a meteorologist, and that big ball of cloud out in the Gulf called a hurricane, oh, it went that way. Sorry, y'all over here, hey, it could be worse. It could have hit you. I said it was going to hit you, but it didn't. So all you people over there where I said you're probably going to be okay, hey, y'all better go buy some plywood and get some nails up, because you're about to get hammered. Wouldn't it be nice in the real world if weathermen got deducted their pay every time they were wrong, or professional baseball players lost money every time they struck out or didn't get a hit? That's what happens with sawmilling. When you buy logs, you're paying for fuel, you're paying for your sawmill, you're paying for your time, and you saw up 3 logs and only one of them turns out good, or 2/3 of them turn out bad, you ain't gonna be in business long. And every log I cut does not turn out right. Just so happens on this last one, yeah, I got lucky. I told you how I was gonna cut it, and I told you the cuts I was gonna make, and turns out that it went almost by the numbers, and the log turned into beautiful high-grade walnut lumber. It's gonna dry flat, it's gonna dry straight. I'm gonna make a lot of money off of it. Hey, that's why we're in business, right? So I hope y'all learned something. I hope I don't come across as being too much of a smart aleck, but hey, it's my personality and just the way it is. And no, I don't wear spandex. I don't even own spandex. I don't even think I have a do-rag. Anyway, I hope y'all had fun, and we will see you next time. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks for visiting our sawmill. Click on the links above to see more of our videos.